get a hell yeah!
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! I'm back to bring you the real winners and losers for the first ever UFL playoffs. I only missed 7 straight weeks of recapping this league, guys. I'm sorry, I collapsed like the Jaguars in the second half of last season. Yeah, you caught a stray, Jacksonville, suck it. I wish I had a good excuse, I really do, but I got busy with the NFL draft and then I had to step up and fill my weekends with being a good father and spending time with my 3.5-year-old. And I know that is not a good reason to skip watching spring football. God knows being a dad is the 12th or 13th most important thing in any real man's life, and I will be better moving forward. Now, we know the Birmingham Stallions will attempt to win their 3rd straight Spring League championship in a row as they get ready to host the San Antonio Brahmas in the UFL championship this weekend on Father's Day. The 7-3 Brahmas toppled the 7-3 St. Louis Battlehawks in the XFL championship on Sunday, and just like AJ McCarron himself,
yeah, I feel like shit.
The most loyal fans in any spring league, Battlehawks fans woke up today feeling like shit. The 9-1 Stallions survived the 7-3 Michigan Panthers in a game where the Stallions benched their quarterback to win the USFL Conference Championship. Today, I'll get you primed for the big game as we run through the real winners and losers of UFL Conference Championship weekend. Whew. Today's episode is sponsored by Manscaped.com/GoodSports, and this month Manscaped is making it as easy as possible for you on Father's Day. Don't know what to get your dear old dad? Well, let me recommend the Handyman. My dad is actually a handyman. He can fix anything, build anything, which is why I'm such a disappointment to him. But that all changes when I get him the best electric face shaver around. This little guy is compact, great for travel. I used it on my recent trip to Hawaii, and it's the only electric shaver that's ever worked well on my neck. It's got dual blades, which means 2 blades, your standard foil blade and a long hair leveler, and all dads appreciate a good leveler. It can knock down face hair that's overgrown up to 3 days of not shaving your beautiful face, and it's waterproof, so you can do it at the first row at SeaWorld if you want. And maybe it's time to gently nudge your dad towards shaving those unruly nose hairs. Throw in the Weed Whacker 2.0 for Father's Day, the best nose hair trimmer around, and he'll get the hint. So use my link below, manscaped.com/GoodSports, to get 20% off plus free shipping to make sure your father doesn't take you out of his will after Father's Day this year. I'm getting back in, Dad. Let's start with the Battlehawks and Brahmas game. Losing stat line, AJ McCarron, who was 2 for 3 for 28 yards at halftime. A big reason for that, though, was AJ was betrayed by the league's second leading rusher, Jacob Sailors, dropping a screen like the filthy seaman he is, and then again by Hakeem Butler dropping this pass that hit him right in the hands. Butler is the UFL's leading receiver in yards this season with 652. He has 5 touchdowns and very sure hands, but that's 2 of the most productive players in the league missing opportunities early for the Battlehawks. Butler, though, needs a real look by an NFL team. Any team lacking receiver depth should consider him. The Chargers. For fuck's sake, Sandy and Los Angeles, take a look at Butler. The Brahmas' opening drive was much more successful. They really worked their way down the field methodically with a good mix of run and pass, but on the 4-yard line, Brahmas quarterback Chase Garbers, aka the Gerber baby, fired an ill-advised low throw into the end zone where Cameron Kelly plays this perfectly and saves a touchdown with the red zone pick. That throw cost Gerbers any chance of winning best QB from me this weekend. Losing insect? Fleas. Losing bass player? Flea. What's the opposite of the heat the Red Hot Chili Peppers bring? This cold flea flicker gone wrong for the Battlehawks late in the first quarter. Chris Berman is lucky he wasn't on the call because he might have lost his voice from all the whoops on this butchered play. That set up a wide open, easy touchdown pass from the Gerber baby to Marquez Stevenson to give the Brahmas a 7-point lead. A lead they never relinquish. Winning mistakes? The Battlehawks won the battle of having the most mistakes. Shit. The drops, the flea flicker fumble, and then on 3rd and 8 with San An backed up, they jump off sides, giving the Brahmas free yards. And Chase Gerber's fires an easy completion to pick up a much more manageable 3rd and 3. That penalty was costly because a few plays later, San Antonio took advantage and Justin Smith basically walked 40 of the 63 yards on this catch and jog touchdown. Winning catch that didn't count, Hakeem Butler mossing this ball for a TD that the officials ruled out of bounds. This is an insane catch, and it's very, very close. But not counting this play, well, Battlehawk fans, I think you're the first winners of the Fuck the Refs blend of coffee. Benchwarmerbrew.com. It's my coffee. Tired of the refs fucking you? Well, buy my coffee. It's the first coffee that F's back. Well, the officiating in the UFL is actually a lot better than the NFL. So yeah, I am reaching for this sales pitch. St. Louis settled for 3 after that effing. But a big reason AJ McCarron may have
feel like shit
is because he was nursing an ankle injury heading into this game, one that caused him to miss a couple weeks in the regular season, and right before halftime, he took a shot during a pretty much meaningless throw that aggravated his ankle injury to close out the half. I do admire AJ's willingness to play through the pain for his team.
Trying to show them you got to be able to push through, right?
A personal foul after halftime really screwed the Battlehawks' chances of winning. St. Louis was one of the least penalized teams all season and gave away the football at one of the lowest rates, so they picked the worst time to showcase the discipline of a 3-year-old. The Brahmas pulled away with the nicest touchdown. Anthony McFarland ripped the longest touchdown run of the entire season, and it was a very, very nice 69 yards. Oh, it was nice. McFarland is also my winning centurion, the only skilled player to break 100 yards all weekend with 115 rushing yards on the day. Winning catch? Yeah, it's going to Hakeem. The dream is to be rich enough to employ a butler who hauled in this one-handed grab down the sideline in the 4th quarter, keeping the Battlehawks alive. St. Louis did not cower. They kept fighting, scoring a touchdown after that and capitalizing on a Brahmas mistake. And it was a big one. Chase Gerber tries to pull in the handoff but fumbles. And we got a scoop and score there from Pita Tawamoipianu. Tamopiano. From Pita. Pita scored. It's a 4-point game. Holy smokes. I think I need to give the Brahmas the Kirk Cousins Award for winning despite what their quarterback did. We also need to give a lot of credit to the Brahmas offensive line. St. Louis got close on the scoreboard, but the big men never wavered for San Antonio. They opened up holes like a young Shia LaBeouf, and the Brahmas backfield combined for a staggering 213 rushing yards, averaging 6.1 per carry on 35 attempts. They were dominant. If they want to defeat the Stallions, they have to stick to that formula. Gerbers finished the day with a $197 and 2 passing touchdowns, with McCarron at 153 and a tud. Ultimately, it was a clutch sack late in the 4th by Prince Emili and a rare missed field goal by Andre Schmidt, who was the most accurate kicker all season long that kept St. Louis just out of reach for the win. Winning soundbite? I'm sorry, St. Louis, but the oh no on the missed field goal is oh no! Oh!
And he misses.
It's so real and so humanizing. Winning coach, one Wade Phillips.
I'm going to tell everybody in the NFL that I talk to, you need to be playing.
I appreciate that, Coach.
You bet.
You're a great
You
coach.
deserve it, man.
That's pretty awesome.
God bless you, Wade Phillips. Wade returned to the spring league. He joined the Brahmas, helped retool their roster, and now has them in the championship. Go get 'em, Wade.
This is season one in San Antonio.
Oh shit is right. That Gatorade is cold and Wade's old, so be careful when you surprise him. Brahmas. Losing video editor? Whoever cut the intro for the Panthers Stallions championship highlights?
Led by their head coach Skip Holtz and their presumptive MVP quarterback.
Who would that be?
And their presumptive MVP quarterback. And the USFL Conference Championship.
Why on earth would you cut away before the announcer says the name of the now official MVP, Adiran Martinez? Most people aren't going to know who the fuck the presumed MVP is, and if you get rid of the name in the video, the chance of someone going, oh hey, let me watch some highlights for that guy becomes zero, because again, they don't know who the hell he is. Martinez finished the season as the league's leading rusher and third leading passer in yards, but tied for second with McCarron and Jordan Te'amu at 15 passing TDs. Show the man some GD respect. Now to make this loss sting even more, the Panthers jumped out to a 15-3 lead after scoring on all 4 of their first possessions. Only one of those scores was a touchdown, and that came on the first drive, a 35-yard rip by Siasi Mariner. After that, it was all Jake Bates blasting a 53-yard field goal and then a 42-yard field goal after Mariner made a grown man grab in the middle of the field holding onto the ball, and then finally a 39-yarder.
Bates good from 50 plus, 40 plus, this from 39. And he is 3 for 3.
And the real losers? Men. 9 inches short? Short? How big does she want us to be? Jesus. Winning hit? Noah Dawkins channeling his inner Brian and absolutely blasting the fuck out of Adiran Martinez on this blindside blitz. That sack fumble had the Panthers in position to end the Stallions, to hammer down the death knell. But I have to give Birmingham my winning stop. The defense didn't budge, forcing Jake Bates to attempt his 4th field goal in the first half. Michigan moved up to an 18-3 lead, but it should have been more at this point in the game. My winning throw is going to Adiran Martinez, who essentially needed to get hit that hard to have some damn sense knocked into him. And he drops a deep dime right in Jordan Thomas's bucket. Now, Thomas only had 75 receiving yards all season long, and he got 50 here. That touchdown kept the Stallions alive. Jake Bates missed a 51-yard field goal, and Chris Blewett nailed a 43-yard field goal right before halftime, making it a 1-score game. Speaking of Blewett, you blew it! That's what Michigan did in the second half. They picked off Adiran Martinez on the goal line to start the third quarter, converted a very sneaky fake punt.
It's a fake! It's a fake!
Only to give the ball right back to the Stallions. All that work for nothing. Just like a Denver Broncos GM. Losers, ball security. Each team turned the ball over 4 times in this game, and each team should have had one more giveaway, but luckily fell on their own fumbles. Adiran Martinez put the ball on the ground during a run in the third quarter. Winner, the third quarter from hell, which saw nothing but defense, turnovers, sacks, stuffed runs, and interceptions. It was wild. It was disgustingly beautiful for anyone who loves defense and sloppy offensive play. It was so ugly that the Stallions benched quarterback Adiran Martinez. Winner? Chaos. That's right, the Stallions saved their championship hopes by benching the UFL presumptive MVP and Offensive Player of the Year Adiran Martinez for former NFL quarterback Matt Corral, who came in and immediately had his pass tipped and picked by Javen White. At this point in the third quarter, there were 4 turnovers, which was the same amount of first downs accumulated in that quarter as well. And just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier, Danny Etling capped this orgy of ball security with the only score in the third, a pick 6 taken to the house by Daniel Isom. Winner of Dan on Dan crime, Dan Isom. Matt Corral is my winning backup quarterback. He entered the game late, went 9-11 on the Panthers. was 9 for 11 on completions, threw 2 touchdowns, and finished with a passer rating of 113, which unfortunately leaves Danny Etling as the losing quarterback this week, and 3 interceptions will do that. All he needed to do was be safe with the football and finish some drives to take the Panthers to the championship. Instead, he watched from the sideline as Matt corralled the lead, helping erase what was once a 15-point deficit and brought Birmingham to their 3rd straight championship appearance. 2 in the USFL and now their 1st in the UFL. And this is a team that did it by replacing last season's best quarterbacks, Alex McGill, with Adiran Martinez and Matt Corral. I'll give both defenses the winning sack award. 9 total sacks in this game. The Panthers finished with 4, and the Stallions, well, that leaves them with 5 if you believe in math. You believe in math, right? That's the one thing we can all believe in is math. Wait, mathematicians can't agree on what equals means anymore? We're all fucked. 5 sacks, 2 from defensive end Dondre Tillman. The Stallions also blocked one of Jake Bates' field goal attempts in the 4th quarter as well, making their comeback a true team effort. The question now becomes, who the hell starts at quarterback for the Stallions in the championship game? I don't know, but I'll be rooting for Wade Phillips and the Brahmas. No offense, Birmingham, but if you three-peat, I just see the Kansas City Chiefs seeing how possible it is, and your win ultimately empowering them to do the same in the NFL. And I can't have that. Thanks for watching That's Good Sports. Continuous UFL coverage. I didn't miss a single game all season. That's the story that I'm now going to stick to. Subscribe here on YouTube. Please, dear God.